So welcome back everyone, Triple M here. Today we're taking a look at the Dragon Touch Notepad. This is the 102 tablet, and this is a 10-inch Android tablet. Now I should let you guys know that this is a budget device. It does come with a lot of cool features. Android 10, Octa-Core processor, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage, and this does have an IPS display. So in this video we're going to do a quick unboxing, get into the specs and features. We're also going to do a benchmark, see how well it performs with our applications, with our video, as well as gaming. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So if you're new to the channel, I do everything tech, from your streaming reviews, streaming news, product reviews, unboxings, and everything in between. Hit that subscribe button in the top right, smash the notification bell, make sure you select all on notification, that way you won't miss a video or a giveaway. Now as far as some of the specifications and features, now this does come with a 10.1 inch IPS display, Octa-Core CPU, dual band Wi-Fi, 2.4 as well as 5 gigahertz. You also have 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage. As far as some of the other technical details, it does come with Android 10, a 5 megapixel front camera and an 8 megapixel rear camera. Now I should let you guys know that the display is 1280 by 800, and with this you have a lot of different features. You have GPS, you do have expandable storage up to 128 gigs, and it comes with a 6000 milliamp hour battery, which will give you about 15 days of standby time and about 5 hours of video playback. Now, as far as in the box, you do have a SIM card removal tool, and this does have a dual tray with a SIM card and an SD card. However, on testing that, it seems like the SIM card is not a feature on this tablet. However, the SD card does work well. You also have a user's manual, which will basically go over everything else you need to know about the device. They also give you a USB cable, and of course this can be used for charging as well as data transfer. They also provided a power brick. Now taking a look at the tablet itself, it seems like it was pretty well made. Now you do have a nice little bezel around it, but the back end is made of aluminum. You can see it does have the flash right there, the camera as well, and the camera does protrude outside of the body of the device. Now underneath you're going to have the 2 speaker grills. You're also going to have a contact or connect where you can go ahead and dock this into a keyboard. That way you do have that full laptop experience. Now on the other side you do have your charging port, USB-C of course, you have your microphone, your volume rocker, and you do have your power button up top. On the top of the device, starting from the right, you are going to have a headphone jack, so you can go ahead and still plug in your headphones directly into the device for your audio. Now next to that, it is going to have the dual tray. This is going to be the SIM and micro USB. So remember that SIM tray is not active. And on the back, of course, we have that glossy finish. Now looks pretty good right there, guys. You can see the camera is square. You do have a flash right there, and the camera, like I said earlier, does protrude from the body of the tablet. So the initial setup was everything that you come to expect from your Android devices. You need to connect to your Wi-Fi, you need to sign into your Google account and set up a PIN or password if you choose to do so. Now during the setup, guys, I did notice that this is a fingerprint magnet. The screen is reflective, but also the back of the device itself was really good at capturing your thumbprint. Now one thing I did notice and was evident as soon as I got into the operating system is that this did not come with a lot of bloatware, guys. You can see it has some of the default applications, has your picture, your Google Chrome, it also has your camera, Google Play Store, and a couple other vital applications. As far as your settings, you swipe from the top, swipe down again, and you'll get to all your settings. So right now I'm just adjusting the brightness, and you can get an idea of how bright this screen is actually going to get. You swipe up from the bottom, you're going to get into your applications. Now in our settings, you can see that our battery is at 86%, and according to the calculations on the tablet, that's going to give us about 2 days of runtime. So that's something I'll monitor. Of course, it's going to depend on use. As far as the sound, you have 3 volume options. You have your alarm volume, notifications, and your media. And when we get into the about section, we can see the name of the device, the emergency information. But if you scroll down some more, you can see the amount of RAM. So 3 gigs of RAM, running Android 10. So also you can see the IP address as well as the Wi-Fi MAC address. Now as far as our storage, you can see we have 9.4 gigabytes used and we have 32 gigs available. So we're using about 30% of our available memories. So also keep in mind that this does take a micro SD card, so you can also add storage up to 128 gigs. So YouTube works as advertised. Let me go ahead and just check out a video from my channel. And what I'll do, guys, I'll go ahead and turn the volume up so you can get an idea of what to expect from the speakers on this system. So right now the volume is maxed out, so take a listen.
And it's going to give you a lot of cool options, including the option to add profiles and do a couple other cool things. So the other day I released a video just letting you guys know that this update was coming. At first it will be pushed out to your newer Fire TV stick, so your Fire TV stick Lite, any Fire TV stick 3rd generation, and we should see it roll over to the 4K in the next couple months. So this video I want to do a quick run through.
Alright, so the volume is maxed out, so that's what you're going to expect as far as the maximum volume, guys. It's nothing spectacular, but it does get the job done. As far as the resolution, remember that this tops out at about 720p, so that's all you're going to get from your videos. So keep that in mind whenever you're playing YouTube or you're playing Hulu or Netflix or anything with higher resolution. Pretty cool that this is Android 10, so when you minimize the play window, you can move it to where you need to. You open another app, you can always do a split screen view, guys, by just hitting the app icon, hitting the split screen view, and then you can go ahead and put 2 apps in there, and you can even still have the play window still playing on top of the 2 applications. So I thought that was pretty cool. Tablet handles this with no issues. Now, as far as the camera and the picture quality, so launch the camera applications, and you do have the option to take photos as well as record video. Swipe to the left, you can see both icons. Swipe back, you can get rid of it. But if you click on these settings, you'll see exactly what to expect from each setting. So on the rear camera, guys, you can see the photo resolution is 4:3, 8 megapixel. The front camera is going to be 5 megapixel at 4:3, and of course the video can give you up to 720p resolutions. So here are the different aspects right there. So those are your options. Like I said, remember, this is a budget tablet, so you're not going to get full HD. So what I'll do is I'll take a sample of the video and also do a couple voice tests just to let you guys know what to expect from the microphone from within the tablet. So this is a test of the video camera on the Dragon Touch. Here's a look at the new PlayStation headset, guys. Alright, so in the comments, let me know what you guys think of the audio quality. Alright, so of course within this we do have the Google Voice Assistant. So all you have to do is hit the icon right there. Go ahead and get started and just give it verbal commands. It should answer it. What's the weather like in San Francisco?
Currently in San Francisco, it's 48 degrees and partly cloudy. Tonight, the forecast is around 43 and mostly cloudy.
Show me the latest NBA scores.
Yesterday, the Magic beat the Thunder 118 to 107.
Alright, so pretty good all in all, just getting the results out to you. The microphone was sufficient. It was able to pick up my voice and relay the information that I was requesting. So web browsing was also decent, and we'll get into the Wi-Fi speed test here in a little bit. But as far as just browsing, basic website, getting information, you can see it looks pretty good. The viewing angle wasn't too bad. You can still see quite a bit from the different angles, so no issues there. I believe most of the issue that I see from doing the different angles is going to be the glare, which is going to be a topic of discussion for this device. So of course, one of the main benefits of this is that it does have the full Google Play Store. So I was able to go in, get Hulu, get Plex, get Netflix, and I was also able to get a couple games, which we're going to demo here in a little bit. So got a couple apps installed. Let's go ahead and kick off with the Wi-Fi speed test. Now, should let you guys know that I am paying for 400 megabits per second download, about 20 to 22 upload, and I was actually surprised at the speeds I got. You can see right here I'm getting about 238, 240 on the download and about 22 on the upload. So very impressed with the Wi-Fi card in this device. So as far as the benchmark scores, we got a 146 on the single core and a 760 on the multi-score. So I'll go ahead and scroll down where you guys can kind of take a look at some of the breakdown, how that score is calculated. If you guys are comparing it to another device, might want to go ahead and just pause this part of the video, look at the score and see where it stacks up to the other device you're comparing it to. For you guys that are wondering, yes, Netflix was able to get it directly from the Play Store. Loaded fine, was able to sign in my account. The content played just fine, and no issues there. I was able to go through it, work smoothly, and that's something that we really look for when we look into these budget devices. A lot of them don't have an official application for Netflix or Hulu or the other streaming services that we normally have subscriptions to. Now this was the same thing with Plex, guys. So if you guys have a Plex account and you want to go ahead and link this tablet to it, worked fine. Like I said, you can see I'm scrolling through with no issues there. I was able to play the content and no issues with any of the streaming applications that I was able to download. So let's go over my pros and cons and final thoughts on the Dragon Touch Notepad 102. So I love the design. The design looks pretty good, guys. The screen is nice. The backplate with a metal design makes it look premium. Didn't mind the protruding camera too much. It does have a flash, and I love the fact that it does have the option to add your own storage just in case that 32 gigs was not enough. Also noted that it did come with a full Google Play Store. You were able to install your streaming applications, view your streaming applications. Everything worked fine in that department. Didn't have any complaints. So as far as some of the cons, I didn't like the fact that it had the slot for the SIM, but it didn't have the availability to use a SIM card. If that was an option in here, I think that would have really added more to this tablet, just to add more portability. I didn't like the fact that the screen seemed like a mirror. The screen was extremely reflective, guys. So having said that, who is this tablet good for? I would recommend this tablet for a kid, maybe the ages of 8 to 14, or someone who's not going to do any heavy lifting, someone who's just going to watch some videos, watch Hulu, watch Netflix, maybe browse the internet, and not going to do too much heavy gaming. And also noteworthy that this does have the contacts underneath the bottom, so it does have a keyboard that you can go ahead and purchase and work with this tablet, but I'll see if I can find a link where you guys can go ahead and check that out. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of the Dragon Touch Notepad 102 tablet. Once again, big shout out to Dragon Touch for sponsoring this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.